went to Wilfrid Laurier University for business, and I studied most of my courses were either in finance or in marketing, and as well as took some fun electives like French and environmental studies. I decided to go to Laurier because they had a very good co-op program. As a first-generation Canadian, that was important to me to get my foot in the door. And when I went into high school, I would say by grade 9, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to study. By grade 12, I still didn't have a very clear, direct path, so I decided to take business to keep my options open. In high school, I took a lot of university and M courses, just trying to keep as many doors open, taking the maths that I could, and sciences, just being open-minded to what possibilities there were out there. And after doing my undergrad, and I still did start working, I did pursue my MBA part-time, but that's something that you can think about later on once you graduate, what you want to do for higher education, and I am currently pursuing the CFA designation. My first job at a university was at Scotiabank in the foreign exchange department on their trading and sales desk. I found the job where I was looking for jobs before graduation, a couple months beforehand, and Laurier had a page of job searches that you could look at, and one of the jobs was this role that was asking for someone that was in business, that spoke French and spoke Spanish. So I applied for it, really not knowing much about what even capital markets really was, or what a foreign exchange sales desk, trading desk would be. And I remember when I got the interview, I remember asking one of my friends at the time, should I even go all the way from Waterloo to Toronto for a job that I don't really know if I really want? And thankfully I took that chance because it really opened me the door to what capital markets is. And there are so many different roles in this capital markets and in banks in general that I would highly recommend, if you get the opportunity, you take on, because there really is something for everybody. I would say what was important for me about getting this job was, of course, having the language skills, but also just being willing to learn and being able to quickly adapt yourself in fast-moving environments. So I've been working in capital markets now for almost 9 years, and in that time I've had many different roles, including different sectors. At the moment, I'm working in the equity department, and I cover institutional equity clients, and so I would cover your pension funds, your mutual funds, and my role is to make sure portfolio managers working there have the best available information for them so they can make the best investment decisions. And so I'm the link between what our analysts at the banks are thinking in terms of stock ideas, and making sure that I relay that information to the clients that I cover and to the portfolio managers so they can make the best decision. Another part of my role is also coming up with trade ideas of what stocks, work. You can either go long or short, so which ones you should buy or sell, and as well as just making sure I give them all the market color and providing morning commentary so they can make the best decision. I think if you want a job that's going to challenge you and it's going to be rewarding, capital markets is certainly for you. There are so many different roles in capital markets that I'm sure you will find a fit. For me, I wanted a role that was challenging and, where I felt that I was really contributing. And this role really allows me to do that. For one, I cover Canada as a whole, but I'm a generalist, so I cover all the different sectors. So one day I might be learning about copper and companies like First Quantum and tech and what they're doing, and then another day I might be talking to you on consumer discretionary names like Aritzia or Roots and learning about them. So I find that very rewarding for me when I get to learn every single day, and for me no day is the same, and I like that challenge. I would also say it's impactful and rewarding because I get to sit in meetings where the executives of a Canadian company are around, and I hear firsthand from them what their strategy is, and I can ask questions on social responsibility that are important to me, where I feel that I'm able to contribute and hear firsthand what they're thinking, and to me that's really rewarding. So I have 2 pieces of advice for you. Number 1, don't underestimate the value of a second language. If you can right now that you're in high school, take French classes. If they're offered through your high school, take Spanish, take Italian, take German, take any language really. I would highly recommend you to take a second language right now that you can, because it will open you so many doors and it will set you apart. Number 2, Along those same lines of learning a second language is do an exchange. It's usually easier for you to do it in university in either your third or fourth year, because most universities do offer it, and I would highly recommend you to take that opportunity to learn a new culture and develop so much more self-awareness and set yourself apart from the group.